The history of logistics is deeply intertwined with the history of civilization itself. From the earliest days of human society, the need to transport goods has been a driving force behind innovation and development. In ancient times, trade routes emerged along natural waterways, connecting distant communities and fostering the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. Rivers like the Nile, the Tigris, and the Euphrates became arteries of commerce, facilitating the movement of agricultural produce, textiles, and precious metals. Seafaring played an equally crucial role in ancient logistics. The Mediterranean Sea, for instance, became a bustling hub of trade, connecting civilizations such as the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. Ships laden with goods traversed its waters, carrying grain from Egypt to Rome, olive oil from Greece to Gaul, and spices from the east to the west. These early trade routes laid the foundation for the complex logistics networks that would shape the world in centuries to come. The challenges of transporting goods across vast distances spurred ingenuity, leading to the development of new shipbuilding techniques, navigational tools, and organizational systems. The Silk Road, a network of interconnected land routes spanning over 4,000 miles, exemplified the reach and complexity of ancient trade. Connecting the eastern Mediterranean to Central Asia and China, the Silk Road facilitated the exchange of silk, spices, tea, and porcelain. Caravans of camels, guided by experienced merchants, traversed treacherous deserts and mountain passes, demonstrating the lengths to which people went to acquire goods from distant lands. This intricate network of trade not only facilitated economic exchange, but also fostered cultural diffusion, spreading ideas, beliefs, and technologies across continents. The ancient world's logistical innovations, driven by the necessity of trade and the desire for exotic goods, set the stage for the development of more sophisticated systems in the centuries that followed. The legacy of these early trade routes can still be felt today, as modern logistics networks continue to rely on the principles of efficient transportation, strategic routing, and effective communication established millennia ago. The story of logistics is a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring desire to connect with one another, sharing the fruits of our labor and creativity across the globe. The Middle Ages witnessed a continuation and expansion of the trade networks established in antiquity. Despite the political fragmentation and frequent conflicts of the period, trade persisted, driven by the growing demand for luxury goods from the east and the agricultural surplus of the west. Land routes, particularly those connecting Europe to the Silk Road, gained prominence during this era. Horses and carts became the primary mode of land transportation, replacing the camels commonly used in earlier times. This shift reflected the changing political landscape and the rise of new economic powers in Europe. The Hanseatic League, a powerful merchant guild that dominated trade in northern Europe for centuries, established a complex network of trade routes and warehouses, facilitating the exchange of timber, furs, salt, and other essential goods. The League's success relied heavily on its sophisticated logistics system, which ensured the efficient movement of goods across vast distances and through often treacherous terrain. While land routes played a crucial role in medieval trade, waterways continued to be vital arteries of commerce. The Mediterranean Sea remained a central hub, connecting Europe to the Byzantine Empire and the Islamic world. The development of new shipbuilding techniques such as the cog and the carrack allowed for larger and more stable ships, capable of carrying greater quantities of cargo. This increased capacity led to lower transportation costs, further stimulating trade and fostering economic growth. In addition to the Mediterranean, other waterways gained prominence during the Middle Ages. The rivers of Europe, including the Rhine, the Danube, and the Volga, became important trade routes, connecting inland regions to the coast and facilitating the transport of goods such as grain, wine, and wool. The development of new technologies, such as the watermill and the windmill, further contributed to the growth of trade by increasing agricultural productivity and freeing up labor for other economic activities. These advancements in transportation and technology laid the groundwork for the even more dramatic transformations that would occur during the Industrial Revolution.